Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Wide Gaming and another Survive the Nights Basics video. And today what we're going to be doing is going over the plants and basically seeds and where you can get them. There are 5 main seeds in the game, which means 5 main plants. Now 4 of these are for food and main consumption. One of them can be eaten, but it is better used for sort of medicinal purposes, and that is the herb. Now you've got 5 main seeds, which are the onions, tomatoes, herbs, potatoes, and finally carrots. Now when you've got these seeds, you can just plant them in the ground. You don't actually need plant pots. Plant pots look a little bit prettier, and if you want to plant them, say, on your roof or something like that, then the plant pots come in handy. But if you've got a shovel on you, you can just dig a hole in the ground and plop them in the ground. It's pretty simple. And I've got about 15 machetes for some reason. Oh well. But it makes things a little bit easier, especially when you're out looking for food. You get to those higher levels where you really sort of need the better stuff. I mean, when you're low level, you can pretty much find all the food that you need in shops and things like that. But when you get a little bit further on and you don't really want to go into the main city centres and bits like that, these are a great way to sort of fill you up. Whack a couple of these in a stew along with some deer or some chicken, and that's a great thing. It boosts the health, and you can get a perfect stew from it as well. Now we're going to show you the 4 main areas for the food seeds and the 1 main area for the herbs. They are not limited to these areas, but these are the areas that have had the most luck. And they are mainly on farms, dotted pretty much all over the entire map. Now, if you're doing this on foot, it's going to take you a long time. If you're using a vehicle, I would recommend either the buggy or the jeep. Don't try and do this in a normal car or a pickup. It makes things quite difficult. The buggy struggles going up hills, whereas the jeep, you will get across most of the terrain pretty easily. I know, it doesn't make any sense, right? The buggy can't go up a hill, but the jeep can. Strange. But yeah. So, let's jump in. I'll show you where you can get all of these seeds. So for this one, we are at the back of the map, just above Union Point. And there's a farmhouse just here, which isn't marked on the map very clearly. But if you zoom right in, you can just about make it out. There's that tiny little building there. And then around here is a whole farm area. I'd recommend bringing a vehicle with you just so you can keep your eyes open. And eventually you will see these bad boys here. Now, onions. You pull that. Hold harvest. And you've got 3 onions and 1 onion seed. Now, you'll get around about the same for pretty much everyone that you come across. Now, this is a great place for the onions. Onion. We love a bit of onion. This is one of the main farms to come for them. Every time I've come here, they have been sort of out the back of the house, at the back end here, just around the campfire. Around that front side, I've not had too much luck. So the next farm is at the back, sort of above Sage Creek, mainly Union Point Power Plant, and it's in this section just here. Now, there is a farmhouse here, which is right on the left-hand side, sort of west, and it's right at the back. Now, you can find potatoes pretty much all over this, but as you can see, there's roads here. So stick to the roads, just follow the roads around, and you'll pretty much run into them at some point. I've had the best luck in this field here and this field here, but I have seen them in all of them. And then occasionally down here you can get tomatoes, but it's not been very often that I've had that happen. Once or twice after coming here. But the potatoes, obviously, as you can see now, it's snowing, which makes things that little bit more difficult. The potatoes are here. And no seeds found with that one. And another one just here. Hey, 1 seed found with that one. Perfect. So, for this next one, we're after carrots. Now, best place, hands down, for these things is pretty much right next to the farmhouse at Addersfield Airport. Now, you've got a farmhouse over on the right hand side. But if you come over to the left hand side here, you got a farmhouse and a barn. Now, as you can see there's the front of the farmhouse. And we have got carrot. Oh, we got to pick it, not harvest it. Nice, we got 1 carrot seeds there. And there we go, carrot seeds again. This is a great place. And finally, we have got tomatoes. Now, the best place for these bad boys is right at the bottom of Mount Barren. All around this, on this farm here. Now, you will find a farmhouse sort of central to the whole patch there. It is just on this clear patch of field. Now, if you come to the farmhouse, check around there first. That is your best bet. And you will find tomatoes. Get yourself some seeds. Good thing about tomatoes is they are pretty easy to spot. You can find them quite easily just running around. Whereas the others, you do have to look at the ground quite a bit more. And obviously that makes it a little bit more difficult, especially in the snow. So for this one's, you can eat it, but it's not really worth it. It works better on making medicinal items, and that is the herbs. Now, if you come to the top of Mount Barren, which is here, it is the highest point on the game. It is an awesome sight. You can see everything from up here. Now, these things are great. You can get seeds from them as well. You can eat them, but they're not really ideal for farming or anything like that. They're mainly for the medicinal purposes instead of using the antiseptic. Now, the main places you can get these is pretty much peaks, mountain peaks. So this one here, around here, tends to be quite a good little place, and up here as well. The higher the ground, the better the chance of getting those. So all the locations we've shown are not limited to those seeds specifically. They do mix and match them a little bit, but these are the best locations. And if you are there, you may encounter some extras as well. Up at this top one, for example, the main one there is just onions. Occasionally I've found a potato or two there, but it's very rare. And then the right hand side is potatoes and tomatoes. Tomatoes are more down this side here than up by the farmhouse where we found the other stuff. And then at the airfield down here, once again, tomatoes, but they're up at the top region more than anything. Where we found the carrots, you can also find some potatoes, top left hand side. And for the Mount Barren area, as it's such a large area, you can find quite a variety around here. I've had the best luck so far with tomatoes and potatoes. Tomato, all that stuff, you know. And then down in this bottom corner, there is a tiny little area around there where you can find some onions and potatoes. I've not had much luck with it myself personally, but I know a few people that have looted there and found some good stuff. Now, for the seeds, for the herbs, obviously we showed Mount Barren, which is the best place. But they grow mainly on peaks of mountains. So you find anywhere that's as high as you can possibly get, and you've got a good chance. Mainly this bit here, this bit over here. Obviously, this little bit, I've not had much luck around there myself. And down the bottom, down here, once or twice. And then these peaks just along here. So, I hope, ladies and gentlemen, that has helped. We're going to leave that one there for today, and in perfect time as well, just as it's snowing. So thanks for watching, I hope it's helped, and we will see you next week with some more Survive the Nights. Peace!